Yo, yo, yo. Hi, Edie. Hey, Kelly. You guys are early. Man, I'm struggling to be here at all today. You guys are something else. Can everybody hear me okay? Nice. Thanks, Brent. All right. Well, today I was going to get started on a commission. Um, but beforehand, I wanted to do like announcements. That'll be very exciting. Number one announcement is this guy. The next story arc for the Lonesome Hunters is coming out in May, and this is the cover for it. Right here. Of course, can't see the whole thing because of my camera setup. Get a little more. Can't show the whole thing though. So that's very exciting that that's finally announced and is going to be coming out. And then the other big bit of news is that Lonesome Hunters Volume 1 is going to be in comic shops next week. Next Wednesday, you can finally get your hands on the trade paperback, which is going to be very exciting. This is what it'll look like with a book plate in it if your local shop is getting them. I'm doing these through comic shops exclusively. So if you would like a book plate, let your local shop know, and they can drop me a line, and I'll just send them out to them. Awesome. So that's that. What else? It seems like there's some other bit. Oh, yeah, there's other news, but it's not stuff I can talk about yet. I got a project approved. We still have to do contracts and stuff, but it's like tentatively approved and ready to go. Something I've been working on for a while and I'm pretty excited about. But I don't know when I'll be able to talk about that. Maybe like next year sometime. That's how these things go. Yes, that's it. Maybe that's the name of the show, is the Tantalizing Tyler Hour. All right. So the plan tonight was just to start noodling with a commission I have for Something is Killing the Children, which is a really great book. I have only read the first volume, but if you have a chance, check it out. It's really fun. Brent, no cons coming up. Yeah, I just don't have any plans for any of them. Like, I know Emerald City is coming up soon, and there's a Portland show going on, I think, right now. But I'm not going to those yet. I am going to start planning a sort of a Pacific Northwest comic shop tour. I've just barely begun working on it, so I don't know how it's going to go or what it's gonna be. But I want to do some signings at comic shops when the next story arc starts coming out in May. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll be posting about it whenever I get real stuff organized. Oh my gosh, Idaho. What part of Idaho? I might be able to do Boise, but I don't know if I could make it like to Idaho Falls or anything like that. Yeah. Man, I did the library comic convention in Boise a couple years ago, and that was one of my favorite shows of all time. I had such a good time. The least shitty part. I was actually born in Idaho Falls, but we moved to California when I was pretty young. When I was like, I think I was 7. I think I turned 7 like like a week or 2 after we moved. But I haven't been back to Idaho very often. I really should make a point. I have a lot of family there. And I've only been to Boise for that comic convention. I don't remember ever like hanging out there as a kid. I should get back. Seems like a very cool town, actually. All right, so I have no plans yet. I have no idea what this commission is going to look like. Although I think so, like this main character, what's her name, is awesome. And I love her like big eye freaked out look. Where she's like totally like haunted by all the evil stuff she's had to kill and fight. I'm thinking of like thinking I might do something with her like having just killed a monster and her looking all like freaked out and covered in blood, etc. Yeah, I agree, Edie. I think it's a really good series. I need to start getting caught up on it. I really like I don't know Werther, but I like their art a lot. I think pretty sure it's digital, but they do like these really, really fine lines that like, can this even show up? Like all those little itty bitty lines are like very, very satisfying to me. They build up to nice forms and stuff without it ever feeling like super over rendered or anything. Like I like all these little lines on her chin, kind of. And colors are good too. Miquel? Is that how you pronounce that name? The colorist? Miquel? They do a really good job. Like they keep the palettes really tight, but it doesn't feel monochrome. I like it. Anyway, it's a fun series. It's like one of my favorite things where people fight monsters and deal with very scary things, and then the scary things have consequences. I think that's great. Like there's so many, like when you read like superhero books, so often like they try to add um consequences to like the stuff, but at the end of the day, like it never feels like enough. You know, when you fight some dude and save the universe, you should be all jacked up because of it. Yeah, Austin, finally getting to yours. Sorry it's taken so long. Yeah, I don't like. I feel like there's peril when you're a superhuman, but you have to make it clear what the peril is because it's not as obvious when you're just a normal dude. You know what I mean? Like Superman is like super overpowered for everything, but like the peril that he's in is that like he might fail or something, and then he would be very sad about it. Which might not sound bad, but like I think if it's written correctly, like that can feel very compelling. What did I do with? I have a bunch of templates somewhere to help me do page proportions, but I don't know where they're at. I did go to art school for one semester, and I learned a ton. This is an answer to Kelly's question about if I went to art school. I learned like one semester, I learned a ton, but I just could not afford to keep going. So yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of think of myself as self-taught, but I mean, really, I learned from working with people mostly. Um, I spent a lot of time working in the video game industry, and I worked with a lot of people who were, been in different art industries for a long, long time, like much longer than I had been, and I learned a ton from them. Um, but at the end of the day, like I kind of like doing comics feels very self-taught. I did learn a lot from working with Mignola on BPRD. Um, but kind of at the end of the day, like it's like to learn comics, you have to just do them. That's kind of the only way. Oh, that reminds me. Someone on Instagram was asking me about how to break into comics And I mean, the short answer is that I don't know. I have no idea how to break into comics, but I can talk about how I broke into comics. But I thought I would maybe next. I asked him to email me a bunch of questions, and then next Friday I would sort of focus on talking about that. And if you guys wanted to send me questions, you can do it at info@mrcrook.com, and then I'll try to get those put together and we can talk about it next month or next week. I think that'll be fun. So what is this main character's name? I cannot find any place where they're like say her name. Erica? All right. Somehow that totally doesn't seem right to me, but I think you are right. So I have this idea of Erica collapsed, exhausted, leaning up against the bloody remains of some monster she just moitered. Could even have like her weapons all strewn about, her hardware store weapons. This is a monster. whatever that thing is. Erica Slaughter. Yeah, that's correct. It's a good name. Hey, Mark. Things are pretty good today. I am exhausted, though. I am ready for the weekend. The weather's been pretty nice here the last couple days, so I'm looking forward to sort of maybe getting out of the house. So that's kind of a cool idea. I don't know, but I would like to see Erica's face up close a little bit better. Like I could crop in on this. That could be kind of cool actually to like crop in like that. Give her like, so it's like these dead eyes on the monster behind her. That'd be kind of fun. So I have only read this first story arc. Do the other monsters have the same sort of like theme going on where they're just like a solid black mass with red lines, or do they get like, is there more variety to them than that? Okay. Switches up. Oh, we got switches up, and yeah, it's similar. Oh, so it stays the same for a while, then it kind of levels up or something. So another idea is to do sort of Erica. She's such a good design, man. I really like the design of this character. So you could do Erica sort of sneaking with, I don't know, machete in one hand. And I don't know what in the other hand. But then have like a monster coming up behind her. Rawr. Oh, that sounds pretty cool, Mark. I haven't been to see like an art exhibit in a long time, man. I think maybe the last time I did was when I was in Spain. Which is pretty rad. I got to see that Picasso with the that one about the Spanish Civil War. That was pretty dope. We did go to some galleries in Portugal. I can't remember which ones though. Oof. This Ian Bertram variant cover is great. His art is so good. This one by Jay Lee is really good too. I like that dragon a lot. Right, Mark? His like stuff is very, very interesting. The fine art stuff that he does too is really great. You should check out Ian Bertram's Instagram account if you haven't. So these are kind of fun, but they feel generic. Like I feel like this guy has this idea has a little more storytelling prowess to it. And I feel like I've done this a million times. What else? I could have her talking to her octopus friend. I like this octopus goose person, but I don't know if I understand them enough to really like draw them in context. This character. I think my original idea might still be the best. Like something about this. Like it'd be kind of funny to have one of Erica climbing out of like the mouth of a monster. All covered in blood. I don't even know if this chicken scratch is making any sense. This one is kind of fun. This would be kind of fun because I could draw some trees in the background. Like she's out in the woods. I can't be like the only comic book artist that gets really excited whenever I get to draw woods. Still, even after doing Harrow County for so many years, like I'm still excited to draw creepy forest. Yeah, like having that I get you, ED, like having that octopus friend is a great way for Erica to get like monster advice to explain why she's so good at monstering. Yeah, that feels a little. Every other comic book artist is afraid. I'm the only one brave enough to say it. That drawing forests is great. Oh, a pile of corpses is a is a great idea. Because that's what they got over here. I don't know if this makes sense sort of as a narrative thing, but we could have like Erica busting out of a pile of corpses. And then like the monster's coming up behind her. Like, "Rawr, you're messing with my corpses." Rawr. Yeah, Mark, I believe that he's I believe that Bill Watterson loves drawing woods. I did not. I don't know if I ever did it intentionally, but I swear that his Bill Watterson's woods are a huge influence on the way I approach drawing trees and woods. Like I'm not like I love Calvin and Hobbes just as much as anybody, but I wasn't like I'm not like a Calvin and Hobbes fanboy or whatever. Like I his stuff is just really good. But yeah, no, I really think that like the way he draws trees and woods has really like just sucked into my subconscious. Hey Austin, are you saying the monsters aren't that big that she can crawl out of their mouth? No, that makes sense. I do kind of like this idea. Like, like I said, I don't know if it makes narrative sense, but and I don't think this composition is quite right. But I think having Erica popping out of like a pile of corpses is pretty great. Like, let's see if I'm gonna switch to a pencil. Maybe Erica doesn't have to be busting out of the corpses as much as like just standing in a pile of corpses. Do you think it was going to be episodic, like with a different main character? Oh, yeah. He needed to explore Erica's character. I could totally see that. Something is killing the children would be perfect for the monster of the month sort of storytelling. I profoundly love that kind of storytelling. I wish there was more room for it in contemporary comics. I have not heard of 3W3M. Yeah, there's so many of those like Substack comics I just have not checked out. It's like I have I have enough comics to read without having to dig through Substack for them. 3 worlds, 3 moons. It's got a cool sound to it. One of the things that's really cool about this monster is just how vague it is. I am a big fan of vague monsters. Okay. This feels pretty good to me. Like, I like being able to get a little closer up on Erica. It's hard to keep her one eye covered the whole time. I think machetes are like the perfect weapon for her. That's funny. Like, so what I'm thinking is monster in the background, Erica in this cool pose, and then probably like showing corpses piled up behind her. I'll check out Molly Osterhags. I'm not familiar with them. But anyway, I like this idea, even though like it's basically the same idea that I was saying was I've done a million times. But I like the diagonals of this, I guess, is what I like, which is kind of funny to say, but I think There's a lot of good diagonal energy, and the way the monster is sort of like folded over and like coming over the top is pretty fun. I like that. So I feel like one of the things about this character, Erica, is that the fighting stuff feels very manic and unpleasant to her. And like trying to get that vibe of manicness. Like maybe I should tilt it even more somehow. Like I wonder if I could have Erica like feeling almost like she's falling. And then the monster's coming up over the top even more. Like that's kind of cool, but I feel like her feet should be planted. It's so funny to like talk through what I'm like my design process of this stuff. Yeah, feral is a pretty good word for it. But it's also like she wins the fight by the skin of her teeth every time. Because even though she's the best person for fighting these monsters, it's like she's not a professional, really. Like she would rather be doing just about anything else, is the vibe I get. Let's see if I can make this pose. Come up with a pose that feels more like I don't know, maybe awkward. Nah, I don't know. This one might be the thumbnail. It's got a good vibe to it. Mark, that Mark says there's a gallery in Tasmania that currently has an exhibit, which is just a cartoonist sitting at a desk working, and people watch him work. And my very first thought is that is fucking terrifying, and I could never do that. But here I am doing exactly that. Me too. I still am really enjoying these live streams. When I first started them, I was a little bit. I was like, I'll try it and see what I think. see if it's see how stressful it is. But it's actually like kind of a great way to end my week. All right, I think I'm gonna do this guy. Do this design. anything to prevent that from happening, Kelly. No one should ever have to leave their house for any reason, especially on Friday nights. Jesus Christ. What kind of maniac leaves the house on a Friday night? Yeah, Mark, I agree. Like the folks who show up for this are have every single person has been super fun to like chill out with. So I think I'm gonna start. Well, I am already starting pencils, but I'm gonna start these and then but definitely I'm not gonna finish these tonight. I think I'm gonna end up finishing this weekend. At least finishing the pencils. This character reminds me of there's a lady on Instagram who like she chops wood. The internet is difficult to describe, but I feel like she is like the perfect body type for who Erica Slaughter is, because she's not giant, but she has like very big wood chopping muscles. Well, I mean, relatively big. Or like that lady who is captain of the American women's soccer team. I feel like that's the vibe. Yeah, she is taught. Yeah, man, Kelly, we all need to work on our wood chopping muscles in 2023. I was doing really good with my yoga muscles this year, and then my back started acting up, and I have been on the wrong side of history ever since. I need to get back to it. Donut muscles are powerful, powerful muscles indeed. I was laughing at myself earlier today because, I can't eat gluten. I have celiacs, and eating gluten really messes up my stomach. And yet, I will eat like so many gluten-free Oreo cookies that I'll totally jack up my stomach from that. But not because I'm allergic. If I could eat donuts, man, it would be all over for me. You know what sucks is I think I need to flip this because this character's like cool feature is her, well, one of her cool features is having that giant freaked out eye. And the way I've staged this, you can't see it. Can't see her eye. If I pretend that this is already flipped, and then I can flip it digital. Yeah, no, that's absolutely the way to go. Oh, I don't know. I Portland has a lot of gluten-free stuff. I don't know if I have found a gluten-free donut that was like any good though. I found good gluten-free donuts. There's a really good gluten-free bread company that's local. Franz makes really good gluten-free bread. I haven't found good donuts. That like super light and fluffy thing is like really hard to achieve. Yeah, like gluten-free stuff is they make up for like the natural um yumminess of bread by just putting just a ton of sugar in that stuff. Like it's really funny to me when people go gluten-free because they think it's like good for their health. Because 9 times out of 10, it just means that they're eating a ton more sugar. Makiko Mochi Donuts. I should look that up. There's a couple. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get into Portland very often anymore. But yes, next time I'm there, we should meet up and get some like good donuts. Drawing people holding swords is so well. She's gonna hold a machete. That's so hard because they like go places. They like point in directions. It's like you compose for a human body, and then it's like, oh, plus their hand sticks out for another like 3.5 feet. Abel and Cain sugar. Okay, well, these pencils are kind of a mess. I may have to work on them in the morning when I'm feeling fresh. See what I can come up with. Well, I hope that wasn't. I hope that wasn't too boring. It wasn't. It's not the most exciting stream, I don't think. But I feel like I did make good progress on this commission, and I am really looking forward to actually finishing this. And I'm sure Austin is too. Thanks everybody for coming out. I should say this all the time, but like, go ahead and give that the thumbs up. Give the video the thumbs up. We can, if we all work together, we can turn the algorithm into something that helps us. Helps me. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm going to spend the weekend relaxing, and then when I'm sick of relaxing, I'm going to be working on this. And yeah, and don't forget, Lonesome Hunters trade paperback comes out comic shops on Wednesday. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you next Friday. Oh, also, don't forget to send me questions about breaking into the comic book industry if you are curious about that. And that's what we'll talk about next weekend. All right, everybody. Take care.